What's your name?
Good morning everybody and welcome to Craig Goes Cycling, and we're at Darley Moor for the first time of 2025. The sun's shining, it's about 7 or 8 degrees and normally it's 0 at this time of year. Now I am with, I've just bumped into these lovely people. Go on, introduce yourself for the camera.
Hi, I'm Richard, I'm the organiser at HAUS.
Hi, I'm Bass, I'm also the organiser at HAUS.
And they have just given me a little bit of information about today's 3-4 race. Because there are so many people in it, would one of you like to explain the rule of what is going to happen? This is added pressure, by the way.
Normally what happens in our races is we like everybody to get the most out of their track time, and if you get dropped, that's normal, it's what happens in racing. But if you get lapped this year, because we've got so many on circuit, you're going to have to withdraw. So it's a bit of a blow for those, but hopefully it'll encourage you to press those pedals hard.
On that note, I'm going to go for a little walk and maybe cry, and then try and work out if my legs are going to be strong enough to not get lapped today. All right, we'll catch you all later. A little bit of additional information to what they've just told us regarding the being lapped and having to drop out. That's for racers with over 50 entrants in it. So today the 3-4 is fully booked at 100. I think the E123 is also over 50 as well. Not sure about the men's, the Open Cat 4. I think that might be over 50 as well. So it's a very, very well attended event today, and we have certainly got the weather for the first day of the season. Now everyone here is pretty excited about this, because this is the new, last couple of years it's been the HAUS Race Team Crit League. This year it's sponsored by Velo Bavarian. I'm going to be a little bit biased because I ride for Velo Bavarian, but it's now the Velo Bavarian Crit League powered by HAUS Race Team. And with that comes some prizes. So there's going to be prizes for first, second and third for this series overall this year. Second and third are getting wheels from Vetta. I can't remember which wheels they are, but second and third place get wheels. I think second are like aero wheels, and then first place for the overall winner of the VB Crit League this year is a Pinarello F1 donated by Velo Bavarian, which I think for a race series like this, I think that is an absolutely incredible set of prizes. And not only that, every race will have 2 Preem Sprints in them. And I've just forgotten who the sponsors of one of them are. Full Gas Coffee are one of them. I can't remember who the second one is. It's really bad of me. It was in my mind about 30 seconds ago and it's gone. What I'll have to do, I'll have to try and remember. I'll find out who that is, and I'll give them a bit of a shout out in another part of this video. So I'm just having a little wander down the track at the moment, just enjoying this sunshine. I'm on the start finish line now. We've got a couple of riders from the Cat 4 are just riding around, warming up, getting their sights in, having a look what the track's like. It's bone dry. The wind today, looking at the way these flags are blowing a little bit, I think we've got a bit of a headwind going up in towards, well, it's a cross headwind going up towards the hairpin, and that will give us a tailwind coming down the hill from the hairpin. So this is going to be quite an interesting race today. I think that's going to bring some speed coming down into that final corner, and it's always fast down there. It's a downhill, so it's always fast. That last corner is always a quick corner anyway, so we might have a bit more speed going into that. A few more riders just warming up here. Loving it. This is brewing. I'm actually so happy to be back here again today. I've turned up early because I want to catch some of the Cat 4 race, because we've got some new VB members in that. Tyler, who we saw on the video from when we were at Leicester a couple of weeks ago, he's going to be out in that, so I'll just want to grab a few shots of him, see how he does, and we'll try and catch up with him and have a chat with him afterwards. So this is going to be a fun day, a really, really fun day. So it's time to go and get the camera strapped onto my bike and go and get signed on, get changed, watch the Cat 4s, and then get myself out there for my first race as a Cat 3 rider. I'm a little bit nervous. Catch you soon.
I think I'm nice. One more round. It's all I need. 'Cause I'm in love. What's your
Right, okay, so there's a lot of you today, so unfortunately, if you get dropped off the back of the pack and the peloton comes around and catches you, you're gonna have to leave the circuit, okay? We will be taking your position, so you'll still be eligible for the series points, and you'll get your points, so don't worry about that. Over there. All right, so if you're in the top 10, hang around here, and we'll check the video and make sure your position is correct, and the top 3 will go over here. Is that okay? Good. We are going to do preems. So if you hear a whistle, the next lap round, the first one across the line will get an extra prize. So just in case you've got any spare energy and you want some coffee, go for it. We've got 2 preems. We've got 2 preems. So if you hear the whistle, well, we're going to do one for the boys and one for the girls.
No, we've got 2 for both.
Oh, we've got 2 for both. So race for every whistle, okay? All right.
Who's not been to Darley Moor before? A few of you. Right, just be aware that you are racing in the opposite direction to what the motorbikes do here. So these rumble strips, if you hit them, you'll be hurting. So don't hit them. That's the first rule. Look after each other, call out to each other. Let's have a nice, safe race. It's a beautiful morning. You've come on the best day that we've ever had at Darley Moor at the start of the season, because the sun's out, not the rain or snow. No, so you'll go on the whistle. Enjoy.
You say that I suck, and I think you suck too. You say I piss you off, I don't know what I do. Every other day, every other day. Here I go again. I don't know where I'm going. You're my favorite sin.
Well, there is, what, 25 minutes to go now till the start of my first race as a Cat 3 rider. Getting a little bit nervous. I am actually nervous today. I think partly because the field is so big. I think that's probably it really, and because we've not raced for 6 months, so I think a lot of us have got that sort of first race nerves a little bit, but signed on, got my number, I'm number 56 today. The Cat 4s are out at the moment, they'll be done in another 10 minutes, so we'll be able to get on the track then, have a couple of laps of warm up. Yes, another little update on the getting lapped and having to drop out the race. It's only if the main group, the main peloton laps you, then you're out. If there's a breakaway and they lap you, that's okay, you're still in the race. But if the main group passes you, that's it, you drop out. So that's today's goal, is not to get lapped. That's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to stay in a group somewhere and to get round and have fun and have a smile on my face. All right, I'll talk to you at the end of the race.
Good part of the block. Wrong place here, aren't we? Oh, I'm just here to smile today.
All right. Medics, car! How you doing? All right? All right. Okay, stay still. Stay still.
I think I'm alright.
Hang on. Stay there. Hang on. Let me move you back. Come on, sit against me. Sit against me. You all right?
Went to bed with my beer gobble, woke up with my supermodel. You say that I suck, and I think you suck too. You say I piss you off. You say that I suck, and I think you suck too. You say I piss you off. You say that I suck, and I think you suck too. You say I piss you off. I don't know what I do. Every
Come on, Dan. It's slowed in the front. Come on, Dan. Wait, you'll get it back. Come on, Dan.
You say that I suck, and I think you suck too. You say I piss you off. I don't know what I do. Every other day. Every other day.
Well, before we talk about how I went in today's race, we're going to have a little chat with Tyler, who we met a couple of weeks ago at the VB day at Leicester. So, Tyler, welcome back to the viewers here.
Yeah.
Your first race, how did you feel?
Good. Before the race I was really nervous, and I have been all week. Like, you'll have to ask my missus, but I've been thinking, have I got the pace, am I fit enough? Because obviously after we went to Leicester, I kind of come away from that a little bit unsure of how it was going to go, but I'm not sure if that's done me good, because it's meant for the last 2 weeks I've really focused on making sure I prepare well, sleep right, get the training in. But in the race I felt good, I felt strong.
How did it feel being in a bunch? Because that was a big bunch. I think there was just over 50 riders in the Cat 4.
There was 50 signed online.
Yeah, so how did that feel? How did you feel?
The
did you feel
first
confident?
few laps, it was a little bit sketchy, but I don't mind it because I feel all right handling a bike, so I just held my own line. And the main thing I learned is to just talk to people.
Yeah.
There was a few guys taking sketchy lines and they were getting shouted at, but when you come up the inside, I was saying, I'm on your inside, and there was a guy did the same to me on the inside. If you talk, it wasn't that bad, so I'm not too nervous about that next time.
Yeah, so you didn't make it to, because today, like we said earlier, if there was 50 or more riders in it, once you got caught if you got lapped by the bunch, you were out. Now, unfortunately you did, but it was kind of a bit of a weird circumstance. You were only about 5 minutes from the end of the race, but it was a bit of a weird circumstance how you got detached from the group, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'll come away slightly disappointed today, but also really pleased with myself, because I got dropped because on one of the corners I took the inside line and we'd caught a straggler from the women's race, and she tried to get off the racing line, of course, and I cut on the inside and she was there, so I almost had to stop. And once I pulled out, it was along that straight where the headwind,
going up to the hairpin.
and I'd spent all my energy coming up the chicane and the finish, which I had to keep doing every lap, and I had nothing left then.
So once that gap between you and the back of the group,
I tried, I kicked and tried, but it was impossible. Especially on that.
And then into that headwind as well. It's so much harder, isn't it? And then you've got laps.
So I knew it was done then. So I pushed on down the straight, and then I actually pulled up, and let her catch me up, and then we just went round together because there's no point being alone.
Yeah, it wouldn't, when you're into that headwind on your own, it's horrible,
impossible.
isn't it? But you've done your first race, you've got round, you almost made it to the end, but weird circumstances
I can
made
take
it.
the positives from it.
You can be positive about this, can't you? So you know that coming into next week, will you be here next week?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's it then. So you'll be here next week. What you've learned from today, you can take
better positioning, definitely.
Right, well, thank you very much for stopping by and having a little chat. Well done for today, and we'll look forward to seeing how you get on next week.
Nice one.
Right, cheers, thank you very much. Well, that was a nice little catch up with Tyler. See how he got on today, his first race. He enjoyed that. Now, my race didn't go anywhere near as well as we'd hoped. I got spat after 3 laps. God, it was a baptism of fire. It was really hard. For me, I thought it was anyway. There's 100 riders in there, and one of my strengths is I can carry a lot of speed through the hairpin and the bottom corner. I can carry speed through corners really well. I think maybe years and years of riding motorbikes, I'm pretty good at taking racing lines, and I can carry a lot of speed. But today, when you find yourself in the middle of the group or towards the back, everyone brakes so early. Well, not so early, but people are braking, and so the corner speed is reduced massively. And when you're nearer the back, you have to brake and you have to be a lot more careful cornering. So I couldn't carry the speed that I'd normally would do through there. So coming out of the last corner and up the little climb, that's where I can normally carry a lot of speed through there, and I can catch and pass people quite easily, or I did last year in Cat 4. But today, because my speed had been reduced so much, I was then having to sprint out of the corner and up the hill to get my speed going again. That's where I started to lose positions. And yes, I'd lasted 3 laps. I just got spat out of the back coming over the start-finish line, and I was just going up the straight towards the hairpin, and I noticed in the group, I could see the group, they were about 50 metres in front of me, maybe a little bit more. There was a guy crashed on the right-hand side and went down. I noticed, what was his name? I think his name was Scott. Scott, if I've got your name wrong, I'm really sorry. He went down and he wasn't moving at first. I looked round and there was no marshals at that part of the circuit, so I stopped just to make sure he was okay. And then, when the group came past again, the guys from HAUS said, look, if you want to jump on the back and keep going. I tried it, but, I'd used a lot of energy in those 3 laps anyway, and then stopping for a lap, my legs just didn't really feel like it, and I couldn't stay with anybody again. So technically 4 laps, but I was spat after 3, made it for 4 laps. Absolute baptism of fire, like I've said. And if anybody remembers one of the videos I did last year when I said that, I want to get my Cat 3 licence, but, I'll probably get spat out the back straight away. That's kind of what has happened today. So what I've got to do now is try and just work at, I think, a little bit more racecraft. Try and be a little bit more clever as to where, trying to find a wheel to stay with, trying some riders to stay with, try and conserve energy a little bit more. I think now it's more about racecraft. But I was talking to Triathlon Dan, said he averaged 350 watts for the first 5 laps. So there's no wonder I struggled, trying to hold watts like that. But first race of the season, the sun is shining. I stayed upright. I've had a smile on my face. I've really enjoyed it. I'm in Cat 3. I've got that licence. So I'm where I wanted to be. I've now just got to make the most of it, and I'm just going to enjoy riding this year. I've got no real goals. I just want to enjoy have a little bit of fun out on the racetrack with my mates. So the E123s are out at the moment, so I'm going to go and have a quick look at those. I've got myself a cup of coffee, and then I'm going to head off home and just chill out for the rest of the day. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. Thank you very much to HAUS Race Team and to the guys at Velo Bavarian. I'm sure this race season, this Crit League here, the VB Crit League, is going to be an absolute monster this year. There's over 200 entrants today, so race 1, it's been a big one. So thank you very much for watching. Please, if you've enjoyed it, hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what races you're doing. Let me know what your plans are. We'll cheer each other on, like I said that in my last video. So thank you again for watching. If you're out on your bikes, ride safe, take care, always get home in one piece, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.